to the Baser Liquid Theater, tonight's production of Happily Ever Before. I, of course, am a magic mirror. I see all and only tell the truth, so I have some items for you to reflect on before the show begins. First, in this fairy tale, cell phones do exist, but it would be terrible if yours interrupted the performance. So please, silence or turn off your cell phones now. Second, if you need to leave the theater during the show, exits are located in the back. Please exit and enter quietly so the magic of the evening isn't spoiled. Finally, there will be a meet and greet with the cast in the lobby after the show. Please don't miss out on your chance to snap a picture with all of our wonderful characters. Now please, sit back, relax, and enjoy Happily Ever Before.
Why, who is this sweet maiden who lays here as if dead?
It's a princess. No,
A princess? But why is such a beautiful princess lying here surrounded by 7 short little men?
We're dwarves, man, obviously.
My apologies. But why is Snow White just lying here?
She's dead. We found her lying here with a happy poison apple in her hand.
Dead? No, that can't be. She still has a blush on her cheeks.
Do you think she might still be alive?
I don't know. Perhaps she's only sleeping. At last, I have found the sleeping princess who lies behind the great hedge.
Thank goodness, the princess finally arrived.
It's about time. Briar Rose and the royal family have been asleep for 100 years.
100 years? So she's like old enough to be my grandmother?
More like your great-grandmother, dear.
Wow, she looks pretty good for a great-grandmother.
Are we just gonna stand here and chit-chat? Or are we gonna wake the poor girl up?
Seriously, my feet are really starting to hurt.
That shoe is not gonna fit you, you know. I already tried, and it was impossible to get on. That's because your feet are huge, Bertha. At least I don't have bunions the size of plums, Bernice. Get off.
Sorry, girls, but I have to find the maiden whose foot fits this glass slipper.
Oh, I have a feeling it's gonna fit me.
I do too. It fits!
It does! So, what do we do now?
Kiss her!
Kiss her!
Ew, I think he's gonna kiss her!
Oh, gross! Oh, hello there.
Who are you?
I didn't catch your name.
It's charming.
Charming?
Prince Charming. My kingdom is just over there. I would love for you to return to the palace with me and become my queen. What do you say? Would you marry me?
I'd love to! Of course! Would I ever?
This can't be!
Foiled again!
Now what am I supposed to do?
She got her prince.
He broke the spell!
I hate happily ever afters!
I hate happily ever afters too.
So do I.
Cinderella just shoved her foot into the glass slipper and won the hand of the prince. The prince was supposed to marry one of my daughters, not some filthy girl covered in ashes.
I was meant to be the fairest in the land. But as long as Snow White is alive, this stupid mirror keeps insisting that Snow White is fairer than me.
Facts are facts, lady.
Be quiet, you!
The entire kingdom's meant to be punished for all of eternity because they forgot to invite me to the christening of Briar Rose. Now that she's awake, their punishment is over. Not fair!
Now, ladies, haven't you heard? Life isn't fair, trust me. I know.
Trust you? We don't even know your name.
If you can guess my name in 3 days' time, then
Give me a break. I know who this is. It's Rumpelstiltskin.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
We don't have any babies, so if you've come here looking for one, you're going to be disappointed.
I didn't come here looking for babies, I assure you.
Then what do you want?
I want to help you.
Help us. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not exactly known for helping others.
It's true. I'm not exactly known for my generous spirit, but but I always make sure that my victims have plenty to spare. Members of the overachieving, overprivileged, elite.
The who?
The aristocracy, that's who. Kings, queens, princes, of course. Princesses. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of royalty getting everything they ever wanted.
Exactly!
Hey!
My dear evil queen, now that Snow White has found her hands, please storming. You and I both of the duties as queen are numbered.
I did everything I could to put an end to her, but somehow Snow White still triumphed.
They always do.
Boo!
The princesses, that's who.
Oh, why does that always happen? When will the villains get to win?
As long as happily ever afters exist, we villains don't stand a chance.
Well, that doesn't help us now, does it?
Our princesses already got their happily ever afters.
Well, there's only one way to fix that.
What's that?
You need to go back in time to make sure that your princesses never get their happily ever afters.
Go back in time, and how are we supposed to do that?
Ahem. Powerful sorcerers over here.
And a magical dark fairy over here.
So settle then. You'll go back in time and make sure that your princesses happily ever afters never happen.
And what do we do now?
I suppose I could brew a time traveling potion.
Oh, no offense, but it happens when you concoct a potion. Either someone turns into a hag or ends up dead.
And I suppose you have a better idea.
I do, in fact. I have the perfect spell that will transport us back in time before a princess ever dreamed of glass slippers and magical kisses.
And what do we do once we get there?
Each of your princesses found themselves on a path, if you will, that led them to the hands of their handsome Prince Charming. Now you'll need to make sure they find themselves on a different path, if you know what I mean. And I will go along to help in whatever way I can.
Are you sure there's nothing you want? No hidden motive?
Only the advancement of villains' rights. It's time for the villains to finally have their day, and I'm going to help make sure that happens.
Well, let's go then. Now hold on tight, because here we go. Forces of darkness, hear me roar. The happiness of princesses shall be no more. We seek to undo, so transport us away from happily ever after